Well, I'm back again for another series of videos, and as you can see, I'm working from home, as pretty much everyone else in the world is right now. Normally, in previous videos, I've gone into Bloomsbury and filmed interviews there, but I'm going to be doing a series of discussions, interviews with people from my home office and their home office, and I'll be doing some from home now. So the topic of this next series is going to be on digital communications, virtual offices, remote working. Obviously, the timing makes sense for that since pretty much everyone is home working right now. But I've also just released a new book with Michelle Carville on myths of social media. So we've got that here, and I'm going to be talking about a lot of the topics in the book that are covered in various chapters. So the theme of this book is disproving different myths or misconceptions about social media. So everything from kind of managing digital communications in the office, looking at things like fake news, working remotely, managing information. We've got some interesting perspectives in this book because my background is more in kind of psychology and the science of human behavior and communication, whereas Michelle is more a marketing and communications expert. So we've got lots of different kind of opinions and takes on a whole bunch of different topics on the myths at work. And I've also been doing some research over the last year, more than a year now, on remote work. So I've got a few interviews lined up, and I'm going to do some discussions on different topics related to remote working. So it'll be things like, personality traits of remote workers, what predicts or determines success in a remote working environment, what do managers need to know when they're managing remote workers or managing a remote working environment. Obviously, there's kind of a range of topics on that. There's some best practice that I'm going to talk about if we were living in an ideal world, which we're clearly not, but what you should be doing, how remote work can be set up in the best possible way. But then I'll also be talking about given the situation of people working remotely because of coronavirus and people not being locked down, not being able to go into offices, what are some of the realities of how can we set up a remote working environment under the circumstances, given time and budget constraints and physical constraints since people can't really travel or go anywhere. So I'm going to be talking to some experts on remote working as well as giving some of my advice in subsequent videos. And so the theme is generally going to be remote working and digital communications and the kind of psychology and science of digital communications in the workplace. So I'm going to cover a lot of different topics and I'm really looking forward to it. So I hope you are too.